Hi Libras, this is Magnolia Empress with the reading from May. Let's get into it, shall we? Alright, the first card is Pride. That's odd for Libras, because let's see what this is about. Spirit, let us know what is going on with Libras in reference to pride. What is that about? Can you tell us about that, Spirit, please? Okay. Okay, Libras, first of all, I have to say, because Justice card is about balance, and I feel like that is the spirit of Libras in general. So I'm feeling like this reading is about the situations around you, what is going on. And what you have going on around you is things are scarce. Maybe people are looking for help, and there's a lot of overindulgence, not necessarily for you. I think this is maybe a person around you. And it's causing a lot of sadness, dark, urgency feelings around you, and it's probably coming at you at all corners, and you're not really sure where to go. But nevertheless, you are fighting to find the answer. You're doing your best to not let it get the best of you. You are determined to stay of a sober mind. Not saying that you're drinking, but you're trying to not let all of this information that's coming at you fast between news, internet, gossip, people talking and everything. You're not letting it get the best of you. You're making it a point to weigh out the information and the resources right, not to move forward. You're being more slow. Libras aren't slow, but they're not quick to make a decision unless they know for sure that everything is balanced out. And with everything being in a state of muck right now, you're wading through the mud to try to find the facts, to cut and make the right decisions. For once you're willing to make a decision on matters now, you're stepping up to do that. You're coming out of the dark and stepping into the light to get to see the secrets. This is a time where Libras are kind of standing up and making sure that everything is done right. Normally the people in the workroom of the family, Libras are the ones who are kind of behind the scenes, and they let the drama just move around them. Right now, you feel like this is a moment while everybody is going through chaos to say, okay, wait, let's weed through all of the bullshit and find the facts, and let's move accordingly. So I'm thinking with this pride card is saying this is the time for you to step up and do what you do best and not discount yourself. Okay? So let's see if we can get some further clarification on this. All right. Again, you're not really of the emotional type. It's giving you this new urge and this new feeling of being the moral compass of the chaos that's around you. And because you are the person to see the balance in things and what's going forth, your intuition is kicking in you're able to see what's coming ahead. And because you're able to rise above and see through the chaos, you're able to be in this Queen of Wands energy of fire, energy of controlling everything. Every time I see this Queen of Wands, I feel like she's a pilot and she's just moving the gear shift around to make sure that everything lands. Because what you have to realize with pilots and on airplanes, they don't see land. There's no sign, there's no interstate sign telling them, okay, you're on I-10 right now, and in 3 miles you can make a left to get to wherever you go. Google Maps is not in control there. The only thing that they understand is coordinates of latitude and longitude. They know that doesn't change. So whatever, they have to be mindful of what the control tower is telling them, where they are, what other planes they're communicating with, the other planes that's around everyone else who's above the clouds, above the chaos, above the bullshit. So that's where I see Libras at right now. You're the pilot of the planes trying to get everybody to the right place. Everybody's in the back with the mask on, covering up, screaming, saying, what are we going to do? Oh my God. And this is the moment where Libras shine bright. If you ever thought you'd never have a moment where everyone will see you, this is that moment where you will get the balance back. You will be the one in the office to say, okay, you busy, you got to feel like you need something to do. Okay, we got a backlog of this going. You take your little crazy self up in there and you handle that. You like to talk, you get on the phone, you handle the phone calls, and you step into that role that you have of not being a micromanager, but that super manager, the one that makes sure that you use everybody's talents to the best, in the best way possible. That's where you are. And that's why I love Libras. And the bottom card is the Emperor. You guys are in control right now. You're the ones that we're looking towards to say, how do we fix this? How do we do this? Where are we going with this? Okay. And the light card is fear. And I feel like because this is something new for you to step out in the limelight, it's very uncomfortable and the fear is getting the best of you. And that's okay, because sometimes I'd rather be afraid of doing something because I know for sure I'm not going to take a wrong step. I'm going to think twice before I move forward, which is Libra energy. So if you're not afraid to do it, that means that maybe you need to think twice and check your steps. So everybody needs to get a little bit of this Libra energy. Okay. Let's just move this up, shall we? Okay. So clarity is coming forth at this time of chaos. You're able to see, with this fear, you're able to see the truth in matters and see what resources are real, what resources are not. And stop people from overspending or wasting the resources that they have available. And you have the true intuition right now. Maybe if you need a partner in this, there's a water sign, woman or female energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, that can help you with this. But then again, step into this manager role that we need you to be in right now, and take this new information and this new message that you're getting with these new resources that are coming your way, and step into this light of you. King of Swords, that is you all day long. That you are. And once you do that, you'll be able to spark a light in other people to get them to move forward. And they won't feel like you're telling people what to do. They want to do it. They want you. They feel comfortable in allowing you to be the controller of the situation, because they know that if you saying something, it means something, because you normally don't talk. You send an email, you text, But if you actually vocally, they hear your voice telling you what to do, even in the words that you write, your emails will be different now. It won't be a situation where you write it to where you allow someone to make the decision. I think it's going to come from a place where people are going to say, hey, I really trust what Libra is saying, so that's what I'm gonna go with. If Libra told us to do it, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't care what y'all do, but I'm gonna trust Libra, because anytime Libra ain't never let us wrong in any other situation. So why should I pay attention now to what you hollering about? Okay. Do you have anything else you want to clarify with this? What's this? You're going to be rewarded for this in the end. People, if they didn't recognize you before, they're going to now. All right. And it's because you're not coming from a place of emotions like everybody else. Your emotions are a little more toned down, and everyone else's emotions is like this. It's all over the place. But your emotions are just like right here at the core of where they need to be. And they're not swaying from one way to another. So that's beneficial for everyone right now. And because of that, you can help people move forward while they wait, and use their limited resources wisely. And then in turn, everything won't feel so stressful for you. You won't feel as smothering. You'll be able to get the balance back in the office or atmosphere, and the nightmares and the worries and the stress and the fear won't be as bad. It's just something in your head. It's not necessarily how things are supposed to be. That's interesting. So I normally keep my clarification cards forward, but I got some reversals this time, but that's okay. Anything else? Yep. You got it, ma'am and sir. You're the one right now. You're the one at the top. You got the information. You have the message of what everyone needs to do. So you get everybody to hush up. You step up to the mic, let everybody know what's up, because that's what you were meant to do. Okay, so let's get some clarification. A final outcome card. Bridget. Inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Okay? So this is another card telling you that something that you thought was your weakness is actually your strength. Your strength. Some people may say they don't like Libras because they're indecisive, but they're not necessarily indecisive. They just like to have all the information they can, so everything works out for the betterment of the whole and not just one single person. And I'd rather have a person like that in my life on any given day. And if I can have a person like that in my life in a stressful time, I would definitely appreciate it even more in the easy-go-lucky days. So this is the first reading, and let's get into the second one. Okay. The second card is Wild. Ooh. This is my first time seeing this card, so let's see in the reading. So let's see what this is about. Okay, there is a wild, untamed spirit inside of you, desperate to be unleashed. Free it and claim the gifts of energy, power, passion, and creativity it offers you. Give into your wildness and stop living a sham. This part of you is sensual, provocative, truthful, courageous, bold, passionate, and alive. Set it free. Alrighty. I can see that, because look at how she got that dress on, and it's all blowing in the wind. She's going against the wind. She's going against the grain. She wants something to try out, something new. So let's see. Let's figure this out. What you got lurking in the shadows? Let's see. Okay. You feeling I get the feeling like you just feeling bored if it's in relation to a relationship. If it's in relation to a relationship. If it pertains to a relationship. Things have gotten a little dry. Or maybe you're just tired of being the one that always comes up with things to do, being in control, and you just want a break. And you just trying to come up with new ways to keep the spark going. Maybe life has gotten dull for you. And instead of just standing still because you have control over things, and you want to go from a point of always standing there, being the one to kind of have the ideas and put up the fight for the relationship or just anything that matter. You're ready to just throw caution to the wind and take a chance on something new. You don't want to worry about it anymore. You're tired of being stressed, and you're just ready to travel and move forward and find that joy that has been missing. And it's time for you to kind of, whatever that's been laying dormant, or some feelings that you have, or some dreams or ideas that you have, now it's time for you to step forward and get that joy back. Because right now it's not there. It's prolonged. And that's where that wild energy is coming from. You're over. Maybe you got a little cabin fever right now and you want to get out. That job that you have is getting on your nerves, and it's time for you to start on your plan B. Yeah. It's time for you to dig deep inside and make a decision on if you want to go on a vacation, you want to travel, you want to take a break from things. And that's what's making you feel restless. You want to break from the mundane and go for something new. And it's something that you're dreaming about. You're having some wild dreams about it. It almost shocks you when you wake up because you can't believe it. It feels so real to you. But I think you should take a chance on it, because you know how to make things happen. You're the alchemist. And yeah, just step forward and do it. But of course, step wisely. Don't get stupid with it. Meaning, don't walk into the office and say, "Fuck y'all, I quit." Especially if you don't have a backup plan. Make sure that backup plan is intact first. And it's just the cycle of life. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that there's more for you to do. And what you're looking at right now, it doesn't feel good for you. And so you're just ready. You got that Sagittarius energy in you that just wants to pick up and try something new and get that balance restored. Probably do something for you and not be so focused on work so much. Now it's time for you to play. You have to have that balance of work and play in order for you to kind of feel good about things right now. Maybe you've been working too much. and it's not necessarily working, but you're doing things that you feel like you need to do and not necessarily things that you want to do. It's time for you to give yourself permission to have fun. Okay? I'm sorry. Let me put that back down, and then let's get... Oh, I jumped ahead. No, I didn't. I just used a different deck at first. Okay, so let's see what the assessment card, what a light card is for this. It is change. Okay, so this restless feeling that you have, and it's because you're ready to make a change. You feel like things aren't making you happy anymore, and you want your happiness back, and you're just willing to fight for it. So let's find out what we can do to get those juices going again, get that dormant feeling out of the way. Let's see what we can do, what needs to be done. Okay, so in order to do that, to get this restless feeling, that's what this King of Wands in reverse is about. Normally a King of Wands is in control of their emotions, and they just all action, and they're ready to move forward. But this is what you're feeling like right now. Right now you're in a state where you just want to go balls to the wall and put your foot out there and take a chance. But you have to keep in mind that while you're on this break, you still need to be careful and step wisely, because you don't want to do something that will kind of lock you into something. So that's why I say don't quit your job. I can't tell you to do that, because I promise you I can't pay your bills for you. So I don't want to hear nothing about you. Magnolia Empress told you to quit your job, because I will never do that. So but what I'm saying is, take a chance on yourself. Stop feeling like you can't do it, and think of the reasons why. Instead of saying why not, say why not. And stop resisting the urge to be happy. You have a right to be happy. There's nothing wrong with doing something different for a little while. Now, if it's a fling that you want to have, that's on you. But just remember the repercussions from doing that. So if it's about you stepping out on a relationship, remember the reason why you're in the relationship that you're in. And don't let your feelings and realize whoever this woman is that you have at home, they are not no one to play with. But because she's sitting on a throne of stone, but she still got that foot dipped in that toe of emotions. So just remember, as you make this change, still be in your Libra energy of stepping wisely, because remember that there is an effect to every cause. There is a reaction to every action. Okay, so this spread right here is a warning that it's okay for you to make changes, but just make sure that those changes are meant for good. Okay, any clarification you have for us, Spirit? Any more messages? Okay. Maybe it's time for you to get back into your childlike spirit of just having fun. Again, find the balance in work and play. Maybe this is like mother, child, father, child, parent, child, uncle, auntie, niece, nephew type thing. FaceTime somebody so you can talk to them. and they can get that spark back. Don't fight the process, because this is something that you have to do to get you back into the strength that you have. Maybe all of this work that you're doing is making you a dull person and it's causing you to sink through. But if you don't find a way to make the change so you can get this frustration and this inner boiling energy that you have resting, if you don't get control of that right now, it's gonna come out in a nasty way, and that's not what you want. So wean yourself into this, and then as you don't go against, if this is your shadow of you wanting to go out, have fun, and experience some things, get a little creative, writing, partying, drinking, having fun with friends or your loved one, then do that. But don't go too full force, because everybody is so used to you being a calm, collected one. So you got to prepare everybody for that, as well as yourself. And then as you prepare everybody for it, then everybody will come along, and then it'll work in everybody's favor, which is a thing that you like. You don't like to feel like you're selfish, but it's not selfish to try to make sure that you have some fun. It's not, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, because you allow everybody else to go out while you sit at home and watch the kids. So here's your opportunity to go out and have some fun. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to find this way to make this change so you can benefit from this and have you a good time, and not just everybody else. It's time for you to come out to the party and not just be a wallflower. Okay. Bridget comes out again. Inner truth, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So you have the power and the right to have fun. Okay? After you, like in the first reading, you step up and you be the manager and you get things in order. When you see everybody moving along and handling things on their own, then you can sit back and say, okay, I've done my part. I'm finna go have fun. Y'all can get back to running things or what have you, but I did my part, now I can chill. And maybe the reason why that reading before was for you to come out and step up and do things is because that's what you've been craving to do. You've seen people screw up stuff and you've been in your head mentally figuring out how things can work out better. And this is just a reiteration or a warning that once you let that out, don't get drunk in the power. Say what you got to say, step out, and then celebrate the fact that you got that out and have fun. And then don't be in the background so much, because when you're in the background, everybody's not meant to be in the background. Everyone has a right to step out and get a little sunlight and get a round of applause too. Everybody deserves to be center stage with the building standing up in applause and standing ovation. Everyone deserves that moment. So celebrate it. Okay? All right. So this is the readings for Libra, and I will see you guys again soon.